What's up? A little Thursday Olympic weightlifting technique tidbit is our new thing for Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just wrapped up working out with the 5:45 class. Good workout on Wednesday here. This is for Thursday. We're going to be doing some development of the rack position for a front rack. This will help develop some of the flexibility to have a stronger front rack for your front squat, for catching a clean, especially in the bottom of a squat, and then prepping for a jerk. It's one of these things, it just takes time to develop this front rack. We were talking, I think it was after Tuesday's workout, I had some power cleans in the group. And, I can remember when I first started doing cleans, like I could barely get 2 fingers underneath the bar and like the other fingers would float out there. And just, if you're diligent over time, you're able to get a much better rack position. So not only can you get the elbows higher, but you can have more of a grip on the bar. And what that requires is a handful of things, but some of them being your ability to externally rotate here at your shoulder, and then some of the extension up through your thoracic spine, maybe even a little bit of tricep flexibility. So I have an idea for you. We're going to do a variation on the prayer stretch that we do a lot, getting prepped for like doing handstands. And I just got a stick of PVC, and you'll notice I drew some lines on it. If you're serious about developing this front rack position and you want your Olympic weightlifting to improve, go spend $3 or $4 at Home Depot or Lowe's if that's your style, and get one of these and draw some lines on it, permanent marker, so you have some measure of your improvement here. And what we're going to use is even spacing from the center line to kind of measure how flexible we are, how much we're able to improve on this stretch. So I have some boxes set up behind me. You can do this on a counter, off the back of your couch or your desk, or if you're here at the gym, you can use the jerk box, or we use the benches sometimes if you're down low, whatever works for you. And we're going to get set up very much like we do the normal prayer stretch, only your elbows are going to be considerably narrow. And what you're going to do is you're going to wind up on this pipe so that you can grab, maybe we start a little bit narrow on this first round, and then over time we'll go wider. But we're going to pinch the elbows together and use the pipe to kind of pull our hands further out. And what this does is it takes us into that externally rotated position we were talking about. So you're going to place your elbows on the edge of this box. You're going to get wound up in the position that you want to start with. Like I said, start conservative. You're going to try and pop your head through the little opening there between your biceps. And we're just going to do the standard prayer stretch. So we're going to push your chest down toward the floor, tuck your tailbone, and then bring your hands about 1 inch off of your back. And we're just going to hang out here for a minute. You're trying to stay tight through your core, so there's a good stretch through the lats, through your triceps, through the rear delts, and just trying to get some time under tension here. So let's imagine we've got a good 60 seconds. We're going to slowly come on out. Shake out your shoulders. And then you can grab the pipe. I'll do it from my knees here. And just see, what kind of a front rack position you can get into. You can notice it's pushing in my throat, modifying my voice a little bit. But if you're in a mirror, you may notice one side needs more work than the other, or you're trying to get some symmetry here. But it's a good way to maybe do several of these rounds and see if even temporarily you're able to get to a little bit better rack position. Or if it's not height that we're measuring, maybe you're able to get the same height but with a full grip instead of just the fingertips. So a good indication of a front rack position is you're able to keep a full grip on the bar and get those upper arms, so this part of your arm here, close to parallel to the floor. So when I'm standing here or I'm going down into a front squat, I should be able to keep a pretty good grip on the bar and have that front rack position going. So I'm going to include this as an option for the drills for the at-home training, but if this is something that you'd like to improve on, maybe 3 1-minute rounds, definitely every day that you're going to be cleaning or front squatting, but maybe 3 times a week. Give it a month, and I think you'd be surprised at how much you make some improvements on this front rack position. So give it a try, and let me know if you have any questions on it. Enjoy!